Wake me up when all is done.
Hey, it's your girl CeCe The Mamacita. Shout out to Tally Parties. That's my homeboy. Every time I see him, I know exactly who he is.
Crack on my stove.
Mamacita, you guys know her. I'm Paris. Thank you for joining us, and we got Tally Parties holding it down for us.
Money woes and pressure from bill collectors make me play instruments.
Who told you you had the talent to be a personality for people to be entertained by?
I just am a personality naturally, yes.
Who said to go to school and
I didn't go to school for this.
Go to school.
I didn't go to school for this. Listen, I always say I didn't choose radio. Radio chose me.
I didn't know that fact.
Yeah, I didn't go to school. Now, I won't knock it. A lot of my friends in radio did go to school, and they're on big radio stations as well. I personally didn't go, but I have the natural hustle in me. I'm a natural hustler, so it is schooling, but a lot of times in this business, it's politics. It's who you know. It's who you're interacting, who are you engaging with? How do you hold yourself? So, you know, I think that naturally I'm just a good spirited person, and I really naturally love people. So it just fit on, you know, it fit with me perfect. But I would encourage people to go to school, or I encourage you also to intern if this is what you want to do. Shadow somebody, find a mentor. Yes, ask for help. Because when I was in radio, yes, and I asked for a mentor when I was in radio. And actually, my mentor was Chris Lose, and he mentored me. And I was like, this guy has a really strong work ethic. Everybody loves him. He does. His name's not dirty in the industry. People speak very highly. I think I need him to be my mentor, and he's really good on the radio. And he taught me everything he knew. And so I continue to do that with other people, but really it's just having the hustle, the drive, and the passion, and just go for it. Just start somewhere, you know, and if you want, educate yourself, whether, you know, you're spending some time with, you know, the person that you want to, you know, follow in their footsteps, spend a little time with them, learn what they do, see how they interact with other people.
Mama collect, got her feeling like she failed, cause all I wanna do is
I like how you move through the industry as a woman. You're not out there being, you know,
a thought.
Taking your ego to your head. There's no prideful demeanor about you. It's very welcoming.
You know, I think that's just natural, the way that I was raised. And my mom always taught me, it doesn't matter if it's the CEO or the janitor, you say hello to everybody. And you treat everybody the same way. So I've been raised that way. But also too, I'm glad that you notice, especially a woman, because sometimes we can get the stigma like, oh, she's a bitch. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? You can say that all day about me. I don't care.
Or she thinks she's better than everybody.
Yeah, and I don't. I've earned my position. I've worked really hard, and I'm very gracious to others. And I have taught a lot of the radio personalities that are on radio. I've taught them. I've worked with them. But I love what I do, and I don't take any shit, you know. But I'm still a good person. Like, I'll speak politely, but you can just know, like, okay, she's a cool person. She doesn't take shit. And I've earned my respect with a lot of artists that way. Yeah, because
you can let that bossy bitch come out if you want to.
Right.
Because you earned it.
And I've earned it because I've earned it the right way. I never slept around to get where I needed to go.
No job.
Yeah, no. I don't do. I've never done the casting couch.
Or nothing,
No, I believe in Jesus, you know, and that's not good luck. Yeah, I believe in Jesus, but also too, you know, I have a boyfriend, and I've always carried myself very well, and I think a lot of the artists really respect that about me, and they respect the fact that when I interview an artist, I'm not the person to be like, so what's your love like, you know, or who are you dating? I don't care about that. That's none of my business. You know what I mean? I want to know your music. I want to know who inspires you, who moves you, what do you want to do, what are your other passions. So I think when I interview a lot of different artists and we speak on that, they really do respect me, and they know, like, CeCe don't care about the gossipy stuff. I leave that shit for the birds. Let them do that.
Instead I had the
when I was in radio, I had some of that tactic, but that was because I was in the beginning. All I knew was give your sex, show your sex, and be fun and flirty, and then talk about sex.
Oh yes.
Because a lot of men love that, and that got boring for me because I knew it was more than just sex. I knew it was more about the person than just sex.
There's so much more to that, and we have to take the initiative as women to, you know, say what we won't, what we will, and what we won't do. I'll tell you guys this much. When I've been a radio for a long time, and I've been told that I'm unrelatable because I'm Mexican and I have no kids, and usually Mexican girls have a lot of kids, so they're like, hey CeCe, let me tell you a story, you guys are gonna blow your mind away. Hey CeCe, the listeners really love you and your ratings are good, but we don't know if you relate to them because you don't have kids. So what we want you to do, CeCe, is we want you to go on air and we want your character to have children. And I said,
So now she has to fake.
so I'm gonna go on the radio, I'm gonna lie and say I got kids, but what about when I'm in the community, because I love being in the community, and they ask me about my kids.
Right.
And I ain't got no kids, what am I saying?
What's the proof?
Yeah, oh well, radio is just all acting, it's not real. Anyways, yes it is real, and I make it real.
Right.
And that's why I have that respect. So I went through a battle with my management company for maybe a few days about it, and I thought I was gonna lose my job, and I refused to do it because I would not lie on air. I will not lie to my followers. I will not lie to my listeners. And they accepted it. Then, fast forward a few more years, I get pulled aside. Hey CeCe, we love your character now, but we want you to be the girl. This was what told me. We want you to be the girl where if a guy doesn't drive a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW, you won't fuck with him. Excuse me, everybody listening right now? I drive a Nissan Versa.
Wait.
And I'm not ashamed of it, okay? It's paid off. But here's my
First you
thing.
had kids and, you know, married or whatever. Now you're superficial and don't give a shit about
So this is how they wanted to water down females in this hip-hop industry. And I refused to do it. Once again, I put a battle. I thought I was gonna get fired. I didn't get fired. And then I was told at one point, I applied for a night position. This is a while back. And this, you guys are gonna love this. I applied for a night position and they said, CeCe, we would hire you already if you were a guy. Nobody wants to hear a female at night on a hip-hop radio station. To my face. And I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't get mad because they told me respectfully to my face. So I was like, okay, that's fine. After that, a few weeks later, I left to Vegas, went to go do a night show. I became #1 in Vegas and top 5 in the country. And that was my big F you to them, without having to say too much. I said, okay, you guys want to put me in a box? I'm going to show you. And I did. I was like, oh, they don't like a night girl? I'm #1 in Vegas. Oh, they don't like a girl at night in a hip-hop radio station? I'm top 5 in the whole country.
Right.
So I had to battle my own battles, and it was a lot of nights where I went home self-doubting myself sometimes, but I stuck to my guns. I would not lose my dignity. I refused to lose my integrity, and here I am now. And I know I inspire a lot of women, and I tell women, move forward, push through, and be true to yourself. And I'll tell you, the person that even gave me that advice, that was Julio G. Now Julio G is the original radio personality on KDA 1580 AM, and I remember coming back, I didn't want to talk to anybody but him because I knew he had been through some stuff and he still toughed it out, and I knew that the city of LA respected this man so much, and I wanted the same respect. So when I went to talk to him, he said, CeCe, I don't care what station you work for, don't you ever lose your dignity for a corporation.
Right.
Don't you ever lose yourself. And when he said that, I think because I was like, that's Julio G. He told me that. Yeah. So when he told me that, I said, it's okay then. I'm gonna stand for what I'm worth. You know, yeah. I am a Mexican girl from South LA. When I say South, Compton, Watts, Linwood area. I have no kids, I'm not married, you know, and I'm all about my career. And with my culture, that's really unheard of.
Yeah.
But I feel like I had to blaze that path for other girls, to let the girls following me know, like, it's okay to be that way. It's okay that you don't have, 3, 4, 5 kids. That's okay, mama. It's okay if you're not married. Go and work. Do for yourself. You don't need to go out there and show everything for a guy. Do for yourself, because a real man's gonna love a real woman regardless.
So before I fall victim, brother tell a nigga to.
I didn't even think about that, but I know that she does follow you. I didn't know like the relationship between you guys, but can you give us a little brief?
Ricky used to work here at KDA. So Pretty Ricky used to work here at KDA, and I came in and we worked as soon as, like, it's almost passing, like we worked a few months together, and then I think she ended up going to, I want to say, Accelerated Radio maybe, and then, but we still became friends. Homegrown, sorry, she went to Homegrown Radio, and I would see her at the events, and it's all love. And then, but whenever I see her, I would acknowledge her as another woman in media, because I know what we have to go through as women, and so, and I saw her, and I would always pay attention, because I know who thugs it out and who doesn't, and I can pretty much, I'm a good, good call of character, and I'm like, okay, this girl really thugs it out, like she really is about this, and she earned my respect. And when she wanted to interview me for, you know, it was a segment about empowering women, I was like, of course, anything with women I'll do. I think I get along more with women than I do men. I love women. I just think women are so amazing. But anything to do to help, and she was just she was like, CeCe, when I interviewed you, I learned a lot. And I love that. And when I get interviewed too, I learn. You know what I mean? There's some things that I learn. Yeah, it's all about each one to each one. And I'm not afraid of that, you know? And I pay attention to what people say, and if it makes sense, I'm like, oh, okay. And to, you know what I mean, to hold myself here. I've heard a lot of conversations, and I've learned from a lot of conversations, but I'm always about empowering women. I just empowered one of my friends. She owns a tequila company, and it's a bottle figure of a woman. It's the first tequila bottle. Yes, and it's so cute, right? It's like the figure of a woman, and it's the only bottle like that. All the other tequila bottles are just regular bottles, and she's like, I'm a woman. I wanted to embrace this, you know. And see, back in the days in Mexico, it was very taboo for a woman to drink tequila. Really? Yes, she was known as either, you know, a hoe or a whore or something. It was very, yeah, it was a man's drink. Right. But a lot of girls like tequila. So she said she wanted to create something specifically for women. Yeah, and I totally support her, and I love it. And I just think that is one where we just need to stick together, and we need to empower each other, and we need to love on one another and embrace one another and learn from each other. Here's the thing, there's so much room in this industry for everybody. You know, there's so much, you know, cutthroats and, you know, undercuts, and that doesn't have to happen. That's a lot has to do with insecurity. It doesn't have to happen. There's a lot of money in this business to go around. Everybody can get fed.
Have you ever thought about working with any other radio personalities, maybe on the East Coast? To maybe mend these?
You know what, I haven't. I never thought about it, but it's a good idea. I do work with Yessi Ortiz from Power 106. She's my best friend, and we empower each other all the time. But I work with a lot of girls here on the West Coast. Okay. I just don't know too many on the East. But not yet. Yeah, not yet. No, I don't want to limit myself. I will find some friends on the East, but I'm really strong right now in the West. Yeah.
As far as women out here that are also big names in the industry, Jennifer Lopez is one that you're affiliated with.
Yes. So I worked for Jennifer Lopez for about 1.5 years, and I did a show on her network. Her network is Nuvo TV, and I did a show called The Collective, and it was so crazy because they had me on her show, and I got hired. So when I went to go sign my paperwork every day, I was like, I work for Jennifer Lopez. I was so excited, right? I went, but the one thing that bothered me was I saw the girls in the hallway, and they were like this skinny, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I don't look like them. I'm not glamorous. I'm not skinny, you know? Yeah, I'm not like, you know, wearing this like $500 outfit, you know? I'm shopping in the callejones, like it's just what it is.
Oh, wait, what is callejones?
Downtown LA, girl, the alleys. Yeah, the alleys. So we call it the callejones.
Okay.
So I shop at the callejones, so the alleys, right? So I'm like, oh. So I was trying to lose weight. Okay. And then I did one of the shows, and they came and they said, are you losing weight? I said, yeah. And they said, why? And I said, because I'm on your network now. Like, I have to represent, I have to look good. And so they're like, you already look good. We hired you because of the way you are. We hired you because you relate to people. That's why we hired you. Don't change who you are. And I was like, well, if Jennifer Lopez is busy saying I'm okay, then I'm okay. You know what I mean? So I love working with her. And the one thing that J-Lo taught me, I think, like, a lot of people ask, like how was she? What did you learn from her? I think the most I can say that I took with me was how I deserve to be treated. When I went there, because you know, as you guys know, that we do everything ourselves. We film, we go after, we write questions, we do our hair, our makeup, everything is ourselves, right? When I went in and I did my show, I had my PA, I had a makeup artist, I had a hairstylist, I had, you know, the producer of the show. Like, I had all these people with me, and it kind of made me nervous. So I was like, oh, I'm not so used to all these people waiting on me. And I went to the dressing room, and I said, oh, I want some coffee. So I went to the kitchen to make myself coffee, and they're like, what are you doing? That's what we're here for. We do that. And I'm like, no, I got this. You know, but she taught me how I should be treated. And that is the level of, and she's like, that's the level of respect that you should expect from everybody. This is how you should be treated as a talent. And so when I started working for her, I started feeling like, okay, this is how I need to be treated. I need to be treated a little bit better in this business. And I started asking for more and demanding a little bit more, and I started getting it. But my work ethic was really good too. It wasn't like I demanded and didn't have a good work ethic. My work ethic was amazing. I was out there working, but I said, this is what I need, this is what I demand, and I'm not afraid to ask anymore. And girl, as soon as that happened, everything started coming. Everything. You just have to know your worth. Know your worth in this business and don't negotiate it. And also too, the one thing I would tell people is that learn to say no. That's the thing in our industry we don't know how to do. So we'll say yes to 10 different projects, and then you're over here running ragged because you're trying to accommodate.
Getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, and it's overwhelming. The work of the quality kind of falls a little bit because we're trying to do too much. So I've learned to say no.
Before I fall victim, brother tell a nigga toodle.
How does your man adjust to your outside life? And,
you know what?
and what he gives
the way that I am at home, the way that I am out in the streets is the way that I am at home. I'm very strong. He knows he got a strong woman. He knows. He's like, ah, you know what I mean? CeCe, you're not the man. I'm the man. You know? No, he knows I have a strong woman. He knows he has a strong woman. But to have a strong woman, you have to be a strong man. So if you see me and you see my strength and you see how strong I am, just know that my man is 10 times stronger than me in the way that he holds me down. But he loves it. He knows he has a strong woman. He knows he has a good woman. And that's what he says all the time. He's like, I have a good woman. He was like, baby, you work, your name's not dirty, you come home, you wash, you clean, you cook. He's like, I got a good woman. Yeah, I really do. And he's like, I got a good woman, but I have a good man too. Like, I lucked out. I really do. A lot of people say that there's no good men out there. That's not true. That's not true at all. There's a lot of good men out there.
Diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
You just gotta be patient.
But no, you know what? He deals with my strength. I deal with his, and we get along. He's my best friend, and I am submissive to him in certain ways. You know, that's my man. You know, I have to be. Yeah, but I know too, like when he says no, it's no. Right. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's some days where I try to push, and then I'm like, oh, I ain't getting it on this one. Yeah, it's compromise in a relationship. Come on, it's compromise. But they say in the Bible, when a man finds his wife, he finds a good thing.
Mama still on white. I had to go to school and pretend that I had a norm life. Dreaming that I palm mics, performing songs right. Instead I had to palm white while my friends lit a dorm life. Like fuck a fast